Welcome back to the channel, folks. I am Matt. Hope you're all doing well. Also, I hope everyone is safe during this holiday season. I know that in the US, we had some really bad storms about a week ago. Also in the Philippines, you guys just had a really bad storm. I hope everyone is safe and doing okay. And please stay safe. Anyway, today we're going to check out the Smok Novo 2S. Now, basically what this is a refresh of the Novo 2. The Novo 2 is one of their most popular pod systems ever. They've now refreshed it, made a few changes, so let's go ahead and dive into it. Okay, so here is the device. Basically around the same size as the Novo 2. I think it might be like a couple of millimeters taller or something, but it feels about the same. 800 milliamp hour battery inside of this thing, made out of zinc alloy. This whole frame here is zinc alloy, the inside zinc alloy, and then you have these panels here that they're, anti-fingerprint panels, this plastic, that looks a lot like some of the past Smok devices that we've seen. But you can still get some fingerprints on the frame, of course. It does have USB-C charging now. You have a little light indicator right there, and there's a closer look at the inside. It's a little bit different. They added these guards, basically, that are supposed to protect the draw activation tube and also help with condensation. Basically keeps the condensation in, between those two guards and hopefully recycles it back up into the coil. You have your contacts right there, and the pods are press fit. Airflow gets in from both sides in those little notches there. And here are the pods. Now, with these ones, they are clear. So the mouthpiece is clear. You're able to see the liquid. I believe on the original Novo 2 pods, the mouthpiece was black. But now you're able to see more of your liquid and what's going on inside your pod. And I think these are compatible with the original Novo 2, if I'm not mistaken. And other Novo 2 pods are compatible with this device. So, it says right there, meshed 0.9 ohm. You have a minimum fill line. You fill up right inside there. On the bottom there is two contacts. Your airflow feeds in from the bottom to your meshed coil. And there's a look at your mouthpiece. Has the same type of shape as the past Novo mouthpieces. Now with this pod, it holds 1.8 mLs of liquid. I'm assuming it's a little bit less liquid because of the size of the mesh coil inside there. So in order to fill, you pull that guy up like so, and you fill inside right there. And I'm gonna add some Naked Really Berry 12 milligram. And let's go ahead and fill it on up. When done, close up your plug like so, wipe any excess away. And if it's a fresh pod like this, you wanna let it sit a few minutes so that wicking can saturate, or you can speed it up. And some people yell at me for doing this, but I'm not sure why. I put a couple drops of liquid down the center just to get a little bit of liquid on that coil. Your first vape or two might be somewhat gurgly, but it goes away really fast. And that's how I always do it. So now these pods are press fit. They fit in like so. Airflow gets in right there and right there. And you pull them out like so. And you can put them in either way. Also, you'll notice that light indicator goes on when you put a fresh pod in, and that will also tell you where your battery is at. So, just a few changes. USB-C, new pods come with this kit, and the way that they have the insides there around the contacts and the draw activation tube are upgraded as well. So there's a look at it in the hand. Definitely lightweight and pocketable for sure. Now compared to the Caliburn A2, let's zoom out a bit. There's what those two look like. The Caliburn A2 is obviously quite a bit longer, but the Novo 2S is a little bit wider, maybe. Yeah, a little bit thicker, I think, and a little tiny bit wider, but not much. And here's the other one I've been using. All right, guys, that is it for the up close. Let's go ahead, go up top, vape these, and talk about them a little more. All right, so in the up close, I accidentally showed you the Caliburn G2 instead of the Caliburn A2 when I was doing the size comparisons, but these two are pretty close in size, just the G2 is a bit wider, so, sorry about that. Anyway, so let's go ahead and have a vape here. I have 12 milligram inside of this. This is the 0.9 ohm meshed pod. Here we go. Plenty of vapor, plenty of warmth. I will say that these 0.9 ohm meshed pods are my favorite Novo pods out there. In the series, these are my favorite for sure. Perfect amount of warmth for me, really good amount of vapor. I just love mesh coils in these pod systems. Now the draw on this is similar to the draw on the Novo 2. I would call it a looser MTL draw. Let me compare it to the Caliburn A2 and actually grab the Caliburn A2 this time, not the G2. Here we go. They're pretty close, but I would say the Novo 2S here is a little bit looser than the Caliburn A2. If you liked the original Novo 2's draw, you're going to like the draw on this thing. For me, I tend to like a little bit tighter draw, closer to a medium MTL, but, you know, I can get past it with these mesh coils, just like I got past it with the A2, which is a little bit looser for me as well. So, going into pros and cons with this, cons first. You know, there's some things I could complain about, but because there's other Novos out there that have these features, there's less to complain about. So, you know, it doesn't have airflow control. There's no wattage adjustment, but the whole point of this one is to make it simple. It's supposed to be a simple pod system, just a fill up and go type of device. So you can't really fault it there. I will say that I wish it held a little more liquid, 1.8 ml capacity on this thing, and also it'd be nice if it was top fill, but I get that with these types of pods, in order to have a see-through mouthpiece, you can't really do the top fill system that way. But I will say that the see-through pods are an upgrade compared to the old Novo 2 pods, where the mouthpiece was all black and you'd have to pull your pod up to see your liquid level. Besides that, I mean, it's all good. It's not that much different from the original Novo 2, just better pods, Usbc. They redesigned the inside of the pod holder there a bit to help with leaking and to help the draw activation. Draw activation works great on this. No delay or anything like that. It's just as good as the Caliburns and other devices out there that have a really good ramp up, really good draw activation. Very, very nice. Build quality on it is nice. It's nice looking. It's a good vape, very flavorful with these pods. So really what it comes down to is that if you were a Novo 2 fan, there's no doubt you're going to like the Novo 2S. It's just a little more modernized. You now have USB-C, you have better pods, so on and so forth. So, you know, it's not reinventing the wheel here. It's just a fresh revamp of a very popular device that came out a few years ago. So anyway, nice job, Smok. I think these are going to be fairly cheap too. Like they were saying $20 or something like that. Definitely a worthwhile pod system. If you like that looser MTL draw, you'll know what I'm talking about if you've used some of these Smok devices in the past. So I think that's it, guys. It is going to come in multiple different colors. That about wraps it up. Until next time, thanks for watching. Suck my mod.